Here's the story of a lovely beer who was sitting there just chilling in the fridge. 32 ounce, known as a crowler, but it was all alone. Here's the story of a big bad hombre who was looking for a good beer to drink. He went to the fridge and he opened it up, and then he found the one. Now there's something, and he found a glass, and he knew it was much more than a hunch. He'd be drinking probably all of it, and that's the beery bunch. sorry, I don't even know. I don't even know what that was about. It was a throwback of a throwback of a throwback. I don't even know. Hey, welcome to what you know, and if you don't know, is the next installment of Grizzly Beer Stories. This guy right here is the Grizz. And don't judge me too hard on the hat. You know, I've lived in San Diego for a good while now. I got a little love for the Padres, but if you can't really tell, this is black and orange for my Gigantes. Well, San Francisco Gigantes. Oh my! Yes, I do love me some Harry Carey. Another story. Yeah. So, you know, when they come down to San Diego, I like to see them. I like to see them own the Padres, and I got this colorway. Colorway means it's a different color variation of a team's hat. I got it because, you know, I love San Diego, but I love my Giants. So judge me or not, whatever. I'm good either way. So here we go. You can't tell what this is, but this is a crowler, a 32 ounce canned crowler of Pliny the Elder. This is from a lovely establishment here in San Diego called Blind Lady Ale House. You see that? You see that? Blind Lady rocks. If you can get out to Blind Lady, support them. Even if you can't get out there, if you can order from them and pick it up. I mean, I picked this up, you know. I picked it up. They have all kinds of beers and crawlers. They have all kinds of beers in bottles. And this is not a paid plug. I just love Blind Lady. Their different pizzas, their fries that they have with the three awesome sauces. Anyways, Pliny the Elder, and we'll see about this in just a moment. And the story is one of my childhood. I think I might have been 6, 7, maybe 8. Okay. And it's a journey. It's a story of a journey, a voyage. It's like I was Frodo, and my friend that was with me was my Samwise, and it was magnificent. Okay. But first, what do we do? Oh. Man, they can't. They did this one good. Because it is like right up out the top. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Oh man, I might have to do like an off-screen pour to not spill any of this. Let's try. In nombre Patri, Filii, Spiritus Sancti. Hey, there we go. All right. Oh man, that's pretty. Oh, look at that. It's a little more foam than I'd care for, but it's still beautiful. Look at that. Look at the effervescence. Look at how it effervesces. All right. So, where to start? My mom had chosen this day to go to the big town up the road from our hometown with one of her friends. Oh man, oh that's so hoppy. What is this? I know that I said it's Pliny the Elder, but 8%. So you know, it's a double flash imperial, so it's definitely not gonna be for weak palates. So here, if you really do want to get into good beers, find yourself a gateway beer. The first beer that I got into that I liked, real quick, I'm sorry. I'll try to make this as short as possible. The first beer that I really liked that got me into beers was Yingling. Okay, you can't get that this far west. Hopefully one day they'll fix that, but you know what, whatever. And then I made my way slowly up the hop scale. Don't ask me why. I didn't like sour beers. I didn't like all of those different ones. I didn't like Hefeweizens or whatever. And not that I can't find one that I like every once in a while, but Hefs were not my thing. And the sours weren't either. But the hoppy beers, I started to like ales more, and I ventured more down that channel, and here we are today, you know, and yeah. So find yourself a beer to step in the direction that you like. Start off soft. I'm not gonna lie, start off soft, because the first time I tried an IPA, it was disgusting. Okay, but then after I found my gateway and walked down that path a little slowly, the next time I tried an IPA, I was like, oh my goodness, this is demolicious. Demolicious is an amalgam of demolition and delicious. It's a definition. Destructively delicious. So, yes, my mom had decided to go with her friend to the big town up the road, and she was going to leave me and her friend's son, her youngest son, with one of my aunts at the trailer park in the southeast corner of town. This trailer park, I really don't know how long it had been there. I'll tell you this though, I do remember they had a Coke machine, and it was maybe one of the last ones in California, I don't know, that you put in the money and you opened this glass door that was tall and long, and you know, maybe about 8 inches wide. You opened it and you pulled out a glass bottle. Okay, that's the soda machine that it had, and that was awesome. I'll tell you this, for an 8% IPA, for an 8% Imperial IPA, it is so smooth. There is zero aftertaste. Mwah, chef's kiss. All right, so her and her friend left me and my friend, her son, at my aunt's house trailer in the trailer park, and we didn't want to be there. Obviously, it was. I love my aunt. Don't get me wrong, but it was my aunt, and at the time, her two daughters, who were still really babies, you know. And I love my cousins. Don't get me wrong. Mira, mwah, 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 las quiero mucho. But it was, you know, we just didn't want to be there. We didn't want to have been left behind. We wanted to go to the big town. We wanted to see the big town things. We wanted to walk the mall. You know, we wanted to do stuff. So we were salty, and we were very much going to find a way of escape. Didn't know how, didn't know where, didn't know when, but it was happening. Okay. Yes, you just got knife handed. You just got, no, actually, know what? No, I didn't even stop at the knife hand. I went to the tomahawk hand. Anyways, so they left us there, and, you know, my aunt was like, blah, 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 this is how it's going to be, yada, woo, woo, woo. Okay, fine. We're playing outside. My aunt's trailer had, you know, it was a trailer. So it was outside. It was the siding, the aluminum siding or whatever. And in her yard, it actually had a little yard outside. It wasn't much of a yard, whatever. She had some weeds or whatever and a little bit of grass. And me and my friend, I do remember this. I don't know why. It was just like one of the first times I painted or whatever. We picked some of the daisies up, and we smeared them on my aunt's trailer, and it was a beautiful shade of yellow on her trailer. Anyways, we played outside for a little bit, and then we came inside. We went inside the trailer, and her youngest at the time was about to go down for a nap, so she was going to lay down with her, and her oldest was also going to take a nap, because again, they weren't very, you know, her oldest was maybe 3-4 years old. and her youngest was maybe 1. Yeah, maybe 1. So at this point, what do? I say, hey, buddy, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait until they fall asleep, and then we're going to GTFO H. Let's get the frick out of here. Although I know that's GTFOOH. Anyways, so we're sitting there calmly, oh yeah, no, yeah, we'll be here. Yeah, it's okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We'll take a nap too. We sat in a room and we waited and we waited and we waited until everything got quiet. And when it got quiet, I took another drink. I'm telling you, this might be your gateway beer if you're looking to get into IPAs. Because, no lie, it is so drinkable. I mean, you see how quickly I'm going through it. And that's not because I love IPAs. That's just how smooth and easy it is to drink. Me Grimlock kick butt. So, it got quiet, right? It got quiet. My aunt's asleep. Both of her daughters are asleep. And, I'm waiting. I listen. And I tell my friend, all right, let's go. We grab our stuff. I think we had backpacks with our stuff or whatever. We grab our backpacks. Open the door slowly. Walk out so quietly. We're like ninjas, okay? And we walk out the front door. We close it. So in our hometown, in the southeast corner where the trailer park was, it was across the street from a carrot packing plant. It wasn't huge, but it handled all of the carrot packing for our town and the little surrounding areas. Whoever they bought carrots from to pack or whatever. And my grandma worked there. Another story about that. For a good long while. And apparently it wasn't until about I was 7, 8 years old, 6, 7, 8, I can't remember, the precise age, that they decided that it was a big enough need to put a pedestrian bridge in, that they had put in a pedestrian bridge because there was a portion of the street where there was a creek running underneath it, and there was no way to cross it unless you were crossing on the street. There was no shoulder, there was nothing. So they built this pedestrian bridge, and it was spanking new, and it was nice. Okay, so we leave, we're walking, we go out the front door, and then there's the stairs down. We're like, oh, please don't creak. We go down quick. We exit the trailer park. She lived near the front, if I remember correctly, and we exit the trailer park quick, and we're walking. And I think we were one of the first shoes across that pedestrian bridge, and it was lovely. We're like, oh wow, this is so cool. We knew more or less we were going, okay. And we were going back to his house. He didn't live that far from my aunt's trailer, so we walk up. We get to his house, and I don't remember if any of his sisters were there or not. They must have been, or even if they weren't, we were just there. We were playing. We were having a good time, and it was great. And then my mom and her friend get back, okay, and then I took a drink. Look, I didn't mean to sigh after that last drink, but really, you can get Pliny, not from Blind Lady, okay? But look at this. This is a 32 ounce, okay? Not that that's what you should start off with if you haven't tried it before. But look, if you don't like it, I will buy it from you. Okay? Offer valid until the end of the month. April 2021, you shiesty shenanigans. All right. So we're there playing, blah, blah, blah. You know, we're having a good time. They had an apple tree. See, I remember these different things start coming back. They had an apple tree. We're having fun climbing it and hanging on one of the branches and then falling down to the ground. Didn't break a leg. Thank you, Lord. So my mom and her friend get home, and, you know, they look at me and him like, how did you get here? What are you doing here? And, you know, my brain all of a sudden is like, oh, right. How did we get here? And what does my brain do? My brain goes to the easiest, most convenient escape possible. I say, because at this point, my mom and dad, they were never married. That's fine. And it's not fine, but whatever. And two, we weren't living with my dad anymore. I say, well, my dad picked us up, and he dropped us off here after we spent a little time with him. And I, inside my little brain was like, yeah, victory, freedom. And what does my mom do? She goes, oh, okay. Open the door, go inside. She calls my dad. I didn't know that she called my dad. Okay. Why would she call my dad? My 7-8-year-old brain couldn't comprehend that a parent would check her child's story to make sure that it was the truth or whatever. That was probably one of the first times I got disciplined. Let me tell you, I learned. But two, I never got left at my aunt's trailer again. Oh, that was a good time. That was a good time. So yeah, that was a story of me and my best friend at the time. Me and my best friend, my lifelong brother, leaving my aunt's trailer, going back to his house, having a good time, breaking the law, christening the town's new pedestrian bridge, trying to be smooth, trying to be sneaky, trying to be slick, and it all blew up in our faces. But you know what? We had a great time painting with daisies and everything, James Bonding out that trailer and all that, and it was great. So here you go again. Pliny the Elder, super smooth, super great, super drinkable. Okay. You don't need to go to the Blind Lady to get it. You can get it in bottles. You can get it, I don't know about cans, maybe cans, but probably some breweries only do bottles because it's cheaper. But if you go to Blind Lady, you can get a 32-ounce crawler. And again, it's a great beer. Even though it's 8%, again, it's a great beer, really drinkable, no aftertaste, zero aftertaste. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Can't wait to share the next one with you. Grizz out.